Welcome to our Woking apartment. Come in. So, on the first door, we have a little utility closet with a washing machine and a pink vacuum.
Oh. Oh, is there a light on in there? There we go.
And then for our next door, we have the very nice bathroom with a square, well it's actually a rectangular shower, but still. And a very aesthetic sink and a portable bidet.
Which we're not entirely sure what to do with.
We probably also won't find out.
No. It's not the sort of thing you look up on YouTube just in case.
Then this way we have our kitchen and our little breakfast bar with my cup. Because apparently you're supposed to take cups when you go to drama school, so I brought a cup. I don't know why.
Rather than a water flask.
I think it makes you like more inclined to drink water.
Okay.
It's like fun. And they don't spill.
No. And we have an oven and a fridge and a
two
microwave.
Kettles.
Okay, because everybody needs 2 kettles.
I mean, we can each have our own personal kettle.
I think that's a bit excessive.
And we have a fridge in a cupboard.
Which we have just been to the little Tesco's and filled up with all our basic necessities for breakfast.
I also have waffles for breakfast. We're not eating pasta for
No,
breakfast.
we brought the pasta, the waffles from home.
And then we have our little dining table in all its blue glory. Ooh, they're very soft.
Oh yeah, very nice. Mm-hmm.
Model included.
Obviously.
And then we have our little lounge area featuring Mum's yoga mat.
And a very artistic picture.
Lacey, she's called. And the TV, which has Rakuten TV and Netflix and BBC iPlayer and Prime Video and YouTube.
Okay.
And then this is going to be my favourite chair. Oh no, it's not. It's not at the moment.
I think it might be Dad's favourite chair when he comes back on Friday, but he won't get to sit in it. Okay.
That was concerning. And then we have the bedroom. Oh, we have a mirror.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do the bedrooms or the balcony next?
The bedroom. The balcony's last.
Okay. So this will be my room.
So Mum's is a teal vibe to go with the rest of the blue wall, and we have a duck because every place needs a duck.
Clearly.
And we have a writing desk, and Mum's going to finish her book.
I think finish might be a bit aspirational, but we'll see.
She's going to do it. And we have a plant I walked into. And then we have my room, which is a more yellow tone with a little boat. That's actually quite pretty. Very simple. So I'm not going to be here a lot, so I don't think it really matters.
No, you basically need somewhere to shower, somewhere to lie down at night, don't you?
And then we have my favourite part of the apartment.
This is where I fall over trying to get out.
The Juliet balcony.
Actually, this is a bit bigger than a Juliet.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? 'Tis so sweet that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Yeah, it's not a view really.
No, but it's a...
Oh, there's wildlife. There's a bird down there. And a bloke.
And there was a gold car here.
There was. So if you need any bins, we've got plenty of them.
Yes.
I might also write out here because the weather's meant to be quite nice this week. And that concludes our tour. See you later in the week.
That's every part of my arm.
Oh dear. So I'm settled in. We've both had showers. We've tidied all our luggage away. I've conveniently brought a book that matches the decor. I've worked out how to use all the lamps, the curtains are a bit odd because they don't meet in the middle, but there's a little net curtain thing. So you can't draw the curtains properly. So I've had to do a tucking in job. The writing desk is currently used as a dressing table. I'll let you know how progress on the book goes. Good night. So I've dropped her off. I've been to get some bits because our flat has almost nothing, including bin bags. I would have thought they'd provided bin bags, but anyway. So I have pasta thing for lunch. I bought Charlotte a meal deal, but I'm going to have the iced tea that came in. Some southern fried chicken because my aunt and uncle are coming for tea on Thursday. Some sweeteners so I don't have to buy a whole pack of sugar. Melon as part of the meal deal. My favourite Covent Garden soup for my lunch. A little jar of the coffee we have at home. Pasta for Charlotte's lunch tomorrow because she has to take packed lunch with her. A ridiculous number of bin bags, but we can use them at home. And toilet rolls, which there weren't any spare of. And despite appearances, I went to Sainsbury's. So I've washed up. I've amended my shopping list for the next time I go anywhere. And now it's time to go and have a good hard look at my notebooks and review it against the novel I have written already. See you soon. So, lunch had. Now is time to go and see Gordon Ramsay, or at least one of his minions. Ricotta and spinach ravioli, made from the land of scratch. Tomato and rosemary focaccia, still warm. Ingredients to make the sauce to go with the ravioli because I bought it home. And little nutty biscuits. So unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, there is the littlest dessert shop immediately underneath and to the right of us. This is what I've been to get. Oh, my giddy aunt Charlotte's massive. Did you know how big this was going to be?
No.
Come look. This is Charlotte's chocolate waffle with chocolate sauce, chocolate flakes, and chocolate curls.
That looks delicious.
So it should be. It was about £8 on its own. Would you undo that for me because I can't do it one-handed?
I'm one-handed as well, guys. I was holding my phone.
And I have apple crumble cheesecake. It could have come with a
It's a mouthful.
sauce, And the only sauce I could find on the list that seemed to go, he told me wasn't available, so that was the end of that. There is also a dessert shop about 3 shops further up the street, so we might have to have a taste off later on in the week. We'll keep you posted. So welcome to Tuesday. Aren't these lovely mugs? They're quite big too, so you have to make sure you really do want the coffee. So she's dropped off. Let's go for a tour around the shopping centre. It appears to be in 2 or 3 parts, all connected together, so as though they weren't all built at the same time. So there's lifts to the car park. And then because this is about 8:30 in the morning, the place is nearly empty. So there is a gym. And this is the back side of Italia Conti. You can't get in this way. But the branding's quite good. I thought you would like to see it. Here's all the particulars. So off we go into the bit that will ultimately lead to the food court. So as you can see, it's very clean. Sorry, that's Rio sat next to me while I record the voiceover. There are some very interesting benches. These were wiggly. I thought they were quite fun. So everything's cleaned overnight. On one day coming home late from the theatre, we came across a man doing the cleaning on one of those big ride-on things. Delightfully, they still have a Ryman's here. There hasn't been a Ryman's on the high street, most places, for a goodly long while. So there's at least 3 floors. The basement level is where the food court is. It's very architecturally splendid. And it pays to come in early because there's clearly nobody else here yet, except about 3 people in the McDonald's space downstairs. Debenhams is shut, but then Debenhams has closed, so that's why. That's the McDonald's corner of the food court. Plenty of escalators and lifts, although sometimes the lifts are very slow. There's some vending machines down there as well, including one that's full of oranges, where you can get freshly made orange juice out of a vending machine, which I thought was rather funny. I've never seen one like that before. So as you can see, it's rather splendid. The basement level where the food court is could probably do with a bit of refurbishment, but the rest of it's good. Deutschmann we definitely recommend for school shoes if you happen to be in the market for school shoes. Quite robust and last all year. Right next door to Clark's, also famous for their shoes. So as you can see, there are plenty of shops. Here's a Next. And then Wilko, which has closed, so is being refurbished into something else. I don't think it says yet what it's going to be yet. And then a Poundland. And now we go down the escalator to the food court level. I think the escalators work faster when there's somebody on them. So let's go and see what the food court has to offer. Bear in mind it's early in the morning, so most things aren't open. So there's a KFC and a noodle stop. And a Spudgy Like, clearly not open yet. And I think that's a Mexican place, which may or may not be actually open. And then winding our way down past McDonald's. And there's one here in the corner called La Papillon, which which I believe is French for butterfly, and I've never seen that open, so what it is anybody's guess. They have a little screen here and some chairs, should you want to have a little sit down and a watch of something. Jungle Book, in Spanish apparently. So we'll have a little walk along the ground floor where there are some shops as well. That says, love Woking. I think Woking's done a good job. It did exactly what we needed it to. Here's a TK Maxx. It takes up most of this corner of the floor. And there's all the usual things like sunbed places and nail places in here and outside of the shopping centre as well. That's a mobile phone place. Oh, here's Subway. So I think that concludes the corner of food options, and just there are some public toilets. Yes, because we're back to KFC. So it's a bit wobbly. So we'll then go back up and see what we can see on the top floor. At this stage I am looking for a theatre. We're going to this theatre this evening on this particular day, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Oh, here's the vending machine with the oranges. Don't you think that's funny? How can they possibly know that they're fresh in there unless they're put in every day? And the lifts, which work very well when you're in them, but sometimes it takes a long time for them to arrive. I did very well, but then it's early in the morning. There's several layers of car parking, and you have to work out which floor you're on. So the food court is in the pre-basement, so that's how far down you've got to come back up again. But it's very quick. And out we pop on a completely different floor. There's a unit to let if you felt so inclined, and a Waterstones. I shall pop back there later in the week and see what they have to offer. As you can see, nothing gets started at 8:30 in the morning. So we'll have a walk around here. So as I say, I'm looking for the theatre, and it takes me all day to realise I've actually walked past it at this stage of the video, and I felt a bit silly then. That's a HMV, where you can buy all sorts of things. And this, I believe, was Primark. No, HMV. Not HMV, H&M. All the letters. Pandora. If you need a bit of sparkle while you're shopping. And a Savers, if you need some toiletries while you're shopping. Millets for outdoor wear or a tent. And a bank. Always useful if you've gone shopping. If you need a new mobile phone, here's a Vodafone shop. And a soft play, should you need to put your children somewhere for a moment. Oh, and Primark. See, I knew there was one. I didn't need the soft play. Mine went to drama school. That was her soft play. And down, where are we going? No, this one's going up. I think they slow if there's nobody on them, and as soon as you get on them, they go up to normal speed. As you can see, it is very architecturally quite splendid. So let's go to the top floor of the shopping centre, but not the car park, and see what we can find up here. Up here was more independent type shops and nail bars and things. And you can access the car parking floors from here. So an African hair store. And a gift type shop where you can buy things with photos on it. Somebody tell Tamsin this is where the theatre is. Not there, that's the nail shop. All the theatres are under one roof, effectively. So the performance at the end of the week will be there in the Buzz. If you've got some spare cash, you can leave it in this gambling institution. And this is where the cinema and the other theatre is, but I didn't know that until long after. Have your picture taken? And collect your car if you need to, or a mobility scooter. Don't forget to pay if you've paid here. There are some machines that take cash, others use a parking app or contactless payment. But you won't be able to get out unless you've paid, because the barrier will recognise your number plate. It was very seamless. Right, I think that concludes the inner workings of the shopping centre. So now we will try and work out how to get out. That's where the theatre is. Right, down we go. So I dropped Charlotte off and I've been for a tour of the shopping centre, as you can clearly see. I haven't found the theatre we're going to this evening yet, but there's plenty of time for that. I popped into Sainsbury's to get a couple more bits. She needs packed lunch things and stuff. So this is what I bought. £2 Danish for coffee time later. The smallest bottle of ketchup they did. A pack of pre-grated cheese, but I don't have to sit here and work out how to grate it in the kitchen, it's not mine. 3 packs of salad. For when my auntie comes for tea on Thursday. The dates go far enough on those. A pack of wraps and foil to wrap it in for Charlotte's lunches, because she's now bored of the pasta salad that we have been sending her. And that's it. I've been past the bus stop for where I need to catch the bus tomorrow, because I'm planning on going to the Royal Horticultural Gardens at Wisley. And then I fell off the edge of the pavement and jarred my back. But nobody laughed, so at least that's something. So now seems like a good time to do the yoga I'd planned. I have been quite pleasantly surprised at Woking. There seems to be no overt homeless hanging about on street corners. One evening we did see a couple of men lying about on benches that looked like they'd had a little bit too much to drink, but apart from that, and the place seems very clean. The walk back from the bus stop was the area that obviously now needs regeneration. Lots of shops are closed there, but the main shopping centre, there's nothing that's empty except the Debenhams and the Wilko that are both being refurbished now, because both of those stores have gone bust. But I've been nicely surprised. There's obviously money in Woking. On a lark, I looked in the estate agent's windows yesterday, and we'd need at least 2, maybe 3 of our house in order to sell it, to buy one here that would be not dissimilar. So that's my findings on Woking so far. I haven't found any charity shops, and the only one I have walked past this morning was shut permanently. So maybe they don't need charity shops because there's enough money here. Don't know. So I did a little bit of work on my novel yesterday. I added about 350 words, but not in one place, just sort of scattered throughout, and I'm rereading it as I go. I can't get the read aloud function to work, so I don't know why that is. I am using the older laptop, so that might be why. I thought that was safer to bring than the new one. So it's probably an older version of Word or something like that. So I'm going to pack away my shopping and then do some yoga and then hit the novel again. Maybe in between one of those pecan plats. I'll let you know how I get on. Now it's time to hit the shower. And next to it is the library, and then just up there you can see the signal for Barclays and Christchurch, which is the shopping centre again. So everything's very close, except the theatre that you can't find how to get in. There you go, it's all in one place. That's not confusing at all. I've successfully made it off the bus. Several other people were getting off too. And the bus driver very kindly gave me a timetable leaflet to take away so that I can work out where to get back on. Get back on is the same place as I got off. That's my bus. And we're going to walk this way. I'm going to walk along the river and get my Cornish water on. Well, I've had a very lovely day. It's now just before 3. The bus will come at about 3:15, so I'm just making my way back to the bus stop. I've walked a long way and my legs are very tired. I'm grateful that there's a bus that's coming to pick me up and that I haven't got to walk home. It is a little bit odd going around on your own. Most people today, it's the summer holidays, first week of summer holidays, so lots of people are here with grandparents and small children, or at least here as small family groupings. So to be on your own is a bit unusual today, but I'm not bothered. So I had chocolate brownie and a tea at lunchtime. We're having pizza tonight from a place around the corner from the flat. So I'm not entirely sure what that will be like. So now I'm going to find a bench to sit on and wait for the bus.
I'm going to do the unboxing of Mum's Starbucks Good To Go bag. And so far Starbucks has been the best ones that we've had. So I'm hopeful. Well, this is leaking. Oh, there's two. First up we have an upside down muffin. Smells relatively nice.
Okay.
We have a little chocolate muffin. I'm assuming it's chocolate.
I'm assuming it's chocolate. There may be something in the middle of it.
Ooh, we have a little brownie. That's mine.
Okay.
Just so you know.
I'm claiming that.
Yeah. Oh, Mum will be happy about this.
Cinnamon bun. Oh no. Almond croissant.
That's higher ranking than cinnamon bun, isn't it?
It depends. But mostly yes.
Oh. And then we have two. Ooh, this looks yummy.
Fruit bread.
That smells so good.
Oh, you wait till it's toasted and you have it. I haven't got a butter, but we can have it toasted. The comical thing about the Starbucks at Woking train station is that you technically need a ticket in order to get past the barriers to go and fetch it. And I didn't have a ticket because I wasn't going anywhere. So I asked a lady and she just pressed a button and let me through. I could have been anybody and I could have been pretending to go anywhere. And I saw the same lady coming back again with I got my bag plus a strawberry acai, partly to prove that I'd got something. And it's been very hot today and I was very thirsty. So now Charlotte's going in the shower and then we're going to get pizza from a pizza place around the corner. We'll show you what it looks like. So here's our pizzas. It was a bit slow because it was one man on his own to start with, but he had two more friends by the time I finished. A double pepperoni and a hot vegetable without the mushrooms on it.